And we're back with some more oxygen not included. And today we are taking this chunk of base here and we're going to turn it into living quarters, cooking, dining, everything. We're going to make this a one-size-fits-all stop and shop for all of our pawns. That means we can rip out all of this old stuff here when we're done. And it should hopefully be quite compact, efficient, and not too horrible. Though we do have a few restrictions. One, space is up here, so we can't really go much higher than that. And two, we've got this supply teleporter input down here, which is going to mess with things. Also, we've got these other teleporters, which are going to mess with things. But that's fine. We can rip out most of the other stuff, like power grid, gotta go. Any liquids or stuff. Actually, there's not that many liquids. Fine, so the power grid is going to be the main problem. I'm already installing some bypasses right about now, but I think we should be able to rip this whole place out in about, 5-10 minutes. What I'm planning here is, we have, say, our bedrooms through here, but the entrance in and out is through here. So people have to come up this ladder to get into their bedrooms, and then they come down here and exit out through atmosuit docks. So everyone has to leave and get into an atmosuit, so that when we go out through the rest of the base, we don't have to worry about things like heat, temperature, all that kind of nasty stuff. And yeah, I forgot to put in backing plates there, didn't I? That's going to be important. Okay, we'll make you level 6s. And we're trying to squeeze as much space as we can here because we want to fit in about 30 duplicants in this area. And, well, this is going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. Well, we do have 20 bedrooms in here. I kind of want to go up to 30. At the same time, it's going to get cramped by these liquid reservoirs. So I'm thinking what we do is we put in the mess tables around here, as in this will become our giant dining hall. And we should just, if we do this right, be able to squeeze in 30 mess tables right in here. And then we can put the bedrooms on the next floor, which hopefully, or maybe this floor, whatever. We've got to worry about these teleporters messing with what we're trying to build here. We're making all our floors 3 tiles high instead of the usual 4. The reason being is you can't go 2 tiles high. 2 tiles high, carbon dioxide keeps jamming up inside here. So 3 tiles is pretty much as low as you can go before things start becoming problematic. This is how it's going to be. A sort of a long hall all along here, and then it's sort of sealed off at the end. Reminds me, we'll make these doors for now, and we can come back and replace those doors later with actual airflow tiles or something. We're going to need something to let the carbon dioxide out of here. But this should give us a good idea of the room, and I still need to put in some sort of recreational building. After a little bit of effort, we have managed to get together a great hall, and it contains 30 tables. Just barely. There is exactly 24 right there, 25 through 67, 28, 29, 30. I only got in 29, and then I realized I could delete the ladder segment there, and they can still hop up 1 tile and use that ladder. So we fit in precisely 30 of them. Just beautiful. Now I just got to wait until those liquid reservoirs empty. Once those liquid reservoirs are empty, we can start building in the next section. Just that's taking a little time. Why are you not moving? Why has it stopped? God damn it. We'll soon have the last of that water out of there, and when we do, well, we can finish this off. Oh, just one last tank of water. I'm thinking, though, it's going to get a little bit confusing doing this. The problem is we need 4 tiles high to fit in these lead atmosuit docks. So these lead checks... The lead suit checkpoint is 4 tiles high. In fact, all of them are. So that means we're going to need 4 tiles high to use them, which means these teleporters are going to get in the way, which means we'd be very limited down here. We wouldn't actually be able to fit in enough of them. For example, we could put, say, one about there, around this level, and we could do, say, about 12 or 13 of them along here, and then another 12 or 13 just on the floor below it. But then that's it. That'd give us 26 atmosuit checkpoints. So I think what we need to do is put in another row, and this is the only place I can think to fit it in, unless we want to rip out all of that, which I don't want to. So instead, we'll put in 1 row here, 2 rows at the bottom, and then we're going to have to squeeze in the bathrooms and the kitchens in the middle. Which, yeah, we can do. We can squeeze bathrooms in somehow. They'll fit some way or another. After way too much tryharding, this is the result of all of our efforts. It's 10 atmosuit docks on each level, so that gives us 30. Meaning we can store 30 duplicants in here. We have 30 dining tables, we just need bathrooms and a kitchen. And another 10 bedrooms. So somehow we have to fit a bathroom, a kitchen, and 10 bedrooms in here. And the bathroom has to be able to support 30 duplicants, and the kitchen has to be able to support 30 duplicants as well. And we've got this much area to squeeze all of that into. I mean... Can't be that hard, right? I mean, we could use a little bit of this area down here, maybe. You know what? We'll figure it out. Just give me 10 minutes here. Well, that's another 10 bedrooms crammed in a very, very pretty looking manner, I suppose. Yeah, I know. I know. That's monstrous. But we don't really have much choice. We can't really go below this point. Well, I suppose we could. We'd have to rip out this bottom ranch. Maybe later. I think we can fit in the kitchen and the bathroom in here. Yeah, sure. There's a way. I think after a lot of messing about, this should probably work. This will be our cooking station. We'll have one of each cooking device. Then this will be our bathrooms. We'll have 3 toilets, 3 sinks, and our actual sieve, or water sieve for filtering the polluted water into clean, will be down here. I haven't actually built an overflow for it yet, which I probably should. Actually, we can put an overflow down the bottom. We just stick an overflow down here. We could pipe it into that. That way we have the overflow tank right there. Similar to, where is it, this system over here. We have a backup tank of clean water. In fact, yeah, I think we can do that real quick. Yeah, it's probably fine. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some mistakes we make and we'll have to rebuild the thing here and there, but I think we should get this to work. Oh, and over here for doing our food storage, I have a slightly different idea based on some... well, okay, let's just say the cooling is going to be a little bit odd this time around, and moderately temporary, at least for a while. We are ready to start on our food storage over here. Now you'll see we've got the insulated tiles around here because we're going to jam a gas in there. Then we're going to cool it down to below minus 18 degrees to get the deep freeze trait. And the gas we're going to stick in there is not chlorine, it's going to be hydrogen. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter what gas you put in there if you're going to be freezing to below minus 18, so long as the gas doesn't, have any huge problems with going below minus 18. The reason being, once you go below minus 18, all the bacteria are going to die anyway because it's too cold for them and they freeze. Don't know if that's how it works in real life, but whatever. Now, that should put the hydrogen blob right there. And the moment that hydrogen blob goes right there, we can deconstruct this. There we go. Let's have a look at gas overlays. Perfect. That hydrogen blob should stay right up there. Come on. Hey, I want to get around to deconstructing that. That would be real nice. There we go. Then we stick in the conveyor chute to drop off the food you want to store. Make sure the conveyor rails are in place. And then once those two are go in, we can put in the bottom tile, which is going to be made of aluminum for, well, maximum conductivity. Yeah, maybe because we don't have access to thermium. At the same time, we already have the gas piping in here so that we can cool this down when the time comes. As in, we can run a cooling loop through here to actually cool this area. Yep, anyone want to finish that off? Come on. There's loads of you. You got nothing else to do. With all of that done, all we have to do now is stick in an aluminum tile right there. And let's hope that that aluminum tile doesn't overwrite the hydrogen for some bizarre mechanical reason. Boom. Problem solved. We now have an area to store our food. All we need now is some way to chill it down. And that, well, that's where things are going to get a little bit non-standard. You know what? Let's just get a conveyor loader and start loading in the cooling solution. So we have the conveyor loaders in place, ready to drop the resources in there. And what are we going to stick in there? Well, this might not be my smartest idea, but it does seem like an opportunity here. We have solid carbon dioxide lying around the place. Because when we went off to one of those planets to grab stuff, we managed to get our hands on this 14 tons of carbon dioxide at minus 60 C. And this stuff won't turn back into a liquid until minus 56 C. So that gives us an awful lot of temperature to work with. So my theory is, we get the carbon dioxide, dump it in the storage bin, which is made of ceramic, and then we take all of that and we dump it in here, through the conveyor chute into the section. That should freeze this whole thing down to about minus 70 something or so. And still leave us with plenty of space, hopefully, for chilling. Then we can dump all of our food in there, and that should work. Come on, can you actually see that? Perfect. Can you take that carbon dioxide and dump it into the conveyor loader? No? Come on, seriously? Oh, 1 second. There we go. One level higher. Now, what I really don't want it to do is I don't want it to, the first batch of it to accidentally off gas or anything like that. I need it to just go straight in. And what temperature is it? Minus 70. Yeah, perfect. Okay. But it's definitely spreading out some chill. Please tell me it's spreading out a bunch of chill. Yeah, it's chilling it down. It's taking its time. We've only got 480 kilos in there, and you got to remember, we've got 14 tons of this stuff. Yeah, perfect. That's going to freeze this whole place down in no time at all. And even better, on top of that, even with all of this, 14 tons of carbon dioxide. You think, okay, that's a lot, but eventually we'll have a problem, right? Well, yes and no. If we go to the star map, we've actually got 3 rockets returning home, one of which should be bringing, what was it? Actually, no, that's liquid carbon dioxide. Where is it? Ice asteroid field. Yeah, another 70 or another 14 tons of carbon dioxide from there. And actually, yeah, that's it. So we'll have another 14 tons, which means we'll have 28 tons of carbon dioxide to stick in there. And our scout is still going strong. Our scouts sort of finished along here, and I've made some changes to our scouting pattern. What I used to do was I would put our scout about here, and they would scout the remaining 3 tiles out. But I'm realizing that's dumb. You see, when you're scouting, you can see 3 tiles away from you, or you can scan 3 tiles away from you, but then the next 2 tiles, they are sort of semi-scanned, as you can see if there's something there or not. You see these question marks as in unknown objects in those areas. So if we just get up to, say if we got to here, we'll be able to see 1, 2, 3, and we'll still be able to see this tile here, or see if there's a planet worth scanning. So I say we go just to, well, as close as we need to without going so far that we're on the edge of the map. If we see a question mark there, say like over there, we can send a ship back later to actually scan it. This saves us a whole bunch of scouting and saves us a whole bunch of time, because we can tell, even though we haven't actually scouted any of these areas, we can tell there's nothing in them worth going for. It just saves us a bunch of time. Also, we found this planet. Water planet. Actually, this is a very important planet. This planet is the aquatic planet, the water planet, and at the bottom of that is the stuff we need to make fullerene. So we're going to want to go back there to get fullerene, or not fullerene, graphite, and we can use that graphite to make fullerene, and that fullerene to make supercoolant. Yeah. Okay, but we're waiting until the scouting is done, and we've hit up a few more places. We've also got a radioactive asteroid field we've got to raid, we've got a helium cloud we've got to raid, we've got an oily asteroid we've got to raid. There's a lot of... Ooh, that's actually got carbon dioxide as well. Yeah, we're going to go there too. We've got lots of places we've got to raid. Now, give me 5 minutes while I finish this off and get all this carbon dioxide moved in there without hopefully overwriting anything. How's that hydrogen looking? Temperature plummeting rapidly. Exactly what we want to see. All right, I think we're sorted. We've got 28 tons of carbon dioxide in there. It's minus 78 degrees or so. That means until it hits about minus 60, we're good. So we've got plenty of chill in there for any foods we put in. Oh god, I'll have to go through how we're moving the foods over in a bit. But generally speaking, all we have to do now is delete all the beds. That will change all of their sleeping spots to over here. Then once we've deleted the beds, we can start deleting everything else. Oh god, this just feels so wrong. We'll take all of you. We'll take all of you. I know some of you are going to miss out on your sleep tonight, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Oh, and we have set all these doors here so that none of them can get in. The only way they're able to get in is through these 3 docks right there, or to the atmosuit docks, or the lead suit docks. We haven't actually put in checkpoints, but everywhere else is blocked. That way everyone should be going in and out of there. Once we've got everyone moved, we'll put the checkpoints in. But until the checkpoints are in, I don't really see a need to move everyone. And what? No, don't get back into the bed that's going to get deconstructed, you muppets. It's fine, but once someone starts deconstructing it, you're just going to fall on the ground. Come on, start deconstructing it. Did they make a little falling animation? Oh, no, they just actually hop out of bed. How disappointing. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more dramatic. Hey. Yeah. Not a chance, buddies. You got to go over here. There's new beds. Go find them. You'll be fine. You'll be grand. Then we got to move over the food. Oh, actually, okay. This could be trickier. Actually, we'll get rid of you. And we'll get rid of you. God, we're going to have so much free space when this is done. Okay, the plan. We're going to put all the food that needs cooking in here, and then that goes into the electric grill. This thing here mostly requires stuff that's pre-cooked, except for the pepper nuts, but everything else is pretty much like, say, mushroom wrap requires lettuce and fried mushrooms, but the fried mushrooms come from the electric grill. Surf and turf requires cooked fish and barbecue, both of which come from the grill. Pepper bread requires sleet wheat grain and pinch of pepper nuts. Ooh, actually, you know what? We'll sort it out as we go. I'm not going to worry too much just yet. Just so long as we can get the foods into the cold storage, we'll be grand. So, let me think. Way too much effort later. We have set this up so that it's allowed manual use, and everyone can put in all of the cooked food. So, cooked fish, fried mushroom, frost buns, gristleberry, all that stuff, all goes in there. Now, while that is set to priority level 6, actually, we're going to set that to priority level 5, maybe. Oh. 4? Yeah, we'll set that to priority level 4. The fridges over here are set to priority level 5, and they're going to contain gristleberry, and that's it. And that one, and this one's going to contain barbecue and fish, because yes, of course it is. Done. So now they have this to access, and this is where all the frozen stuff goes. So if we check this, this is now deep frozen because it's in a sterile atmosphere. Even though it hasn't actually hit the required temperature yet, the gas surrounding it, the hydrogen, is below the -16 required for the deep freeze. Actually, yeah, -18. Once you go below -18, everything here is deep frozen. So I think we're good. Perfect. Now, someone want to bring the gristleberry as well? I've set all of these fridges to level 1, so everything should get ripped out of them and brought over here. And all the cooking ingredients should get put in here. So the cooking ingredients being, like, say, the bristleberries, all that stuff. Oh, which reminds me, we can get rid of the conveyor chute. Now, right now, all of the foods, as in the meat and everything, comes over here, and then it's shunted into this conveyor loader, which loads it all the way up here. So what we've done is we've continued on that conveyor rail over here, so all of the cooking ingredients should end up right there, and then that conveyor loader can load it into the necessary machines. What's this at? Oh, there's a lot of paku fillet. That's fine. And the cooking has already started. Excellent. And everything here is fully loaded. I think we're just about got everyone moved in then. In that case, we can deconstruct these buildings. What's left? Okay, they're still moving all of that. They're still moving that. Oh my god, there's so much gristleberry in there. They're still moving all of that and all of that. Okay, so once they've moved all the gristleberry, we'll be good. We're going to leave the berry sludge down here for now. I think what we might do is end up putting the berry sludge up here, maybe. We need to radiate it a bit to make sure the germs don't stick around. But give me a few minutes to get everything sorted. Once we do, we can start putting in the conveyor checkpoints. I think we've got everyone migrated almost. Now, before we stick in the checkpoints, what I've done is I've disabled that checkpoint because I don't want them using that anymore. They should only be getting their suits from here, here, and here. Also, I have disabled this checkpoint down here. If they're going to be running around in Atmo suits the entire time, well, lead suits the entire time, well, that's great. Also, when it comes to the suits themselves, there's actually... Oh, where is it? This is actually the best way to just demonstrate it. Say an Atmo suit, the normal Atmo suits, they give you insulation, athletics, blah, blah, blah. They have a scalding threshold of 726. And they give you +10 to activation. That's the main things from Atmo suits, regular ones. For the lead suits, they actually give you the exact same temperature protection, but they also give radiation resistance, and they give you +10 strength. So you lose out on the excavation, but you gain on the strength, meaning you can carry more. However, I think there's -8 athletics from the lead suit, -6 from the Atmo suits. So I think you get a -2 athletics for wearing the lead suits, which I can kind of live with. It's just, these lead suits are far more useful now because when you're going into space, you keep getting radiated on this planet, and it's very, very annoying. Whereas if we put everyone in Atmo suits, this will also mean when we start farming radiated crops, all our farmers will automatically be in rad suits already anyway, so it won't really matter. Now, we will stick in those, and once those are in, we can start dismantling all of these Atmo suit docks that we've got around the map because we will no longer need them. I've also made a few changes to the doors here. Everyone is allowed through except for our 4 astronauts. So Arctic Fox, Hubert, Tugboat, and Zap. None of those are allowed in and out of here. Instead, they're allowed in and out here through the, well, non-Atmo-suited mess table / dining hall area. And done. So that should mean everyone who leaves should now grab a lead suit. Okay, grand. Oh, and I've put these little carpeted tiles here. Every time someone passes over a carpeted tile, they get tickled toesies, which lasts 15 seconds and gives them -15% stress. And there they go. They've just refreshed it again when they walked over. Actually, no. Did you touch that tile? Well, the plan is every time they walk across them, they should get a tickle toesies, and it keeps refreshing for everyone. So most of the time, they're getting an extra -15% stress. And when they're in beds, same thing. Oh, which reminds me, we should put one there, 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 there. Yeah, we did the same thing again. Well, that went well. All right, everyone's got their Atmo suit or their lead suits on, and they're going around doing their thing. In fact, what's your rads at? Minuscule. They're getting a 60% reduction in rad, so they're getting only 7 there, even though should realistically be exposed to 39. Perfect. It's like carrying around an igneous rock tile above your head, or actually, no, more of a plastic tile, I suppose. It's like being wrapped in plastic or lead. All right. With that done, I think the next bit is to do a little bit of demolition here and get rid of some of this redundant stuff. Ooh, there's some stuff we can't get rid of, like that. Cleaning system. Oh, bathrooms. Yes, bathrooms. 1 second. I had a big batch of water I wanted to bring in here. This water goes in here, and that should feed into the bathroom system. Otherwise, these bathrooms are unusable, so everyone has to leave here to use the bathrooms. Short-sighted on my part. My bad. Yep. And when it comes to the oxygen throughput, yeah, I'll have to do some rearranging of the oxygen pipes after this, but I think it shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, we have got a gate activation, and this is the kind of reason that having all of the everyone in suits is so handy. We can go grab these larva eggs immediately, print them out, and then we can take them over here and dump them into this hot section. And we don't have to worry about atmosuits or anything. In fact, we can delete that now, and that we can, yeah, we'll turn this into a bit of a ranch, maybe. Actually, it might be a bit too big for a ranch. Ooh, actually, one moment. You see, one of the achievements we have to get is to tame one of every critter, and that includes slicksters. So we can put our slicksters in here. Well, only one. We need one slickster in there, and we'll tame it. I think I'll keep the rest of them up. Actually, no, they'll probably die up there. And we'll keep one of them in here to be ranched, and then the other two will chuck on the other side. Just this is the only place hot enough to keep them alive. We just gotta make sure the water doesn't end up smothering them. There we go. We've got one egg in there, a couple eggs in there. These will be our reserves. We just need to ranch one for now to help with the achievement. And then down here, they're going to end up dropping a bunch of oil. So I'm going to take some advice from the comments here. Normally what happens is this pump is going to pump up some of the oil, but instead we're going to have this pump do all the majority of the pumping, and only if this runs dry will we depend on this one. So since all the oil will sink to the bottom, this will never soak up any oil, and we should get clean water being pumped out all the time. Just a quick, simple way. And the great thing is, no one got scolded because they were all in suits. We were just able to quickly and efficiently do this. This is the joy of having everyone inside atmosuits. Oh, and as for exploration-wise, we have managed to explore all the way down here, find the temporal tear. We found another planet down here, which appears to be the asteroid planet, the one that gets regolith on it. So we're going to have to go there and build a bunker door so the bunker door can get hit so that we can knock out another achievement. So we need to go to both of those planets. Where is our rest of our ships are right here currently doing their business. I think, oh, what was next? Yes, natural gas. We have natural gas coming in from the other planet, and we can take that natural gas and plug it into our, what should we call it, gas range, which is all the way over there. This could take a minute. So I started getting a few scoldings while I was going through this, and yeah, I think I know what the problem was. I was an idiot. Again, I left an atmosuit dock going. The way I found it out was I went over here, and would you look at that? People are dumping their lead suits off here. I don't know why. This door is literally, it's one way. They would have to come in here, drop off the... You know what? Doesn't make a difference. We will deconstruct that, and we're going to have to start filling up the docks. In fact, the worst thing about this is I have to bring everyone back inside before I know how many suits I'm missing, which is kind of annoying. We'll deliver like 3 suits to start at least, but I have no idea how many suits got misplaced. This is going to be such an annoyance. That looks like a lot of suits. God damn it. That is just the dumbest of... and this whole transfer had been going so well. But at the same time, we have just about finished the natural gas transfer. So all of this natural gas coming from the other planet is going to go up here and go into our gas range. So I'm thinking surf and turf. Yeah, it requires 1 barbecue and a little bit of fish. I'm thinking we turn all our barbecue into surf and turf. That seems like a good plan. This is now exclusively for cooked fish. We've got way more fish than we have barbecue, so barbecue and fish get turned into surf and turf, and everyone can eat the surf and turf. We'll make you... Where is it? Oh wait, we'll have to wait until the actual surf and turf is completed. Never mind, we've never actually cooked any surf and turf just yet. It combines barbecue and fish and gives you an extra few hundred calories. Oh, and if anyone is wondering what this was for our old ranch that was doing... And who's starving? Where are you going, buddy? Wait, put on an Atmos suit, for the love of God. The amount of negatives they get from going in there is incredible. Anyone else want to drop off some more Atmos suits at the Atmos suit docks? Come on, hurry it along. I'm going to have to lock everyone inside just to make sure we've got all the Atmos suit docks filled. But for now, they look very concerned. Like, that one just looks angry. Uda George just looks angry, and Chris just looks concerned. I mean... Yeah, you really shouldn't rotate the bathrooms, but I don't know, it just adds a certain spice to the playthrough. Oh, and how is our... Where is it? Carbon dioxide is 69.6C. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on that. Once that gets down to about 60C, we need to remove it. The reason being, if that stuff liquefies in there, it will smash this whole place wide open, and we'll have, what, 28 tons of liquid carbon dioxide explode out of there, touch off the stuff around it, heat up, and then turn into 26 tons of gaseous carbon dioxide, which will suffocate everyone. So, better keep an eye on that just in case. We need to put in, actually, We're going to need to move some of this stuff out of the way. We want to put in a cooling solution right here so we can start cooling this with a steam turbine and, say, a thermal aqua tuner or something along those lines. I think, yeah, we got to do a whole bunch of renovations. Well, this is where our new Drecker Ranch is going to be. The reason being, we need this space here to throw in a quick cooler so that we can cool down our food without hopefully exploding all of that carbon dioxide that's in there. I'm a little bit concerned about that carbon dioxide. Oh god, 4 degrees left on it before it hits 60. Well, it won't pop until it hits 56.5. So we do have some leeway, but when we start taking it out, it's going to drop temperature as well. So I'd like to give us a little bit more leeway. Right, and at the same time, scouting-wise, it's been going great. We got our ship all the way down here. However, it's 10 tiles all the way back. So this is as far as our scout ship can go. It literally can get here and then has to turn around and go straight back. So we need to get better engines, as in hydrogen engines, which means we need to go to Dampona. Oh my god, the water planet's called Dampona. Never mind. Down here we actually found an oily asteroid. We've got that already. An exploded ice giant, which is actually pretty nice. Barring the oxygen, it'll give us a bunch of, well, ice, methane, and a little bit of oxygen if we can bring along gas. Oxidized asteroid is interesting. 100% solids, meaning we just need to bring a cargo canister, and it'll give us 80% rust, 20% carbon dioxide. Turning that rust into iron gives us an awful lot of steel. And this one is even more interesting. Radioactive asteroid field. All solids, uranium, bleachstone, sulfur, and rust. Yeah, I'll take every single one of those, so long as we can get a hydrogen rocket to get there, or we'll have to set up a rocketry base on Contralia, the one with the magma, well, the reversed magma biome on top. We could drill up through here, but I think that might be more effort than it's worth. I'm thinking it's just easier to get hydrogen engines and go that way. Anyway, over here we're moving our ranches down there. That'll give us space to put in a cooling solution for our food. We'll rip out all of this, and generally next round I'm thinking farming. We need to put down a whole bunch of mutated seed wheat, and I'm thinking we're going to use the radiation from the sky to start mutating this stuff. And okay, we'll plant some sleep wheat down here as well. We only have a few plants left to mutate according to this. GMO A-OK. We need gas grass. We know where that is. Dash of salt vine and nosh sprouts. They're the only 3 left. And if I check in here, the gas grass is over here on this planet, the Herferito, the Moo planet. You can actually see it there, and I'm pretty sure you can see here on this planet we just found, there's the dash of salt vine, and I'm pretty sure there's nosh sprouts in there as well. I think that's all of the plants we need. And for one last achievement, that's, well, one of the last hard ones there is Mine the Gap. We've already got 160 tons mined, which means we just need 840 tons more, but that's still good progress. We just need to put down about, 5 more rockets, 4 or 5 more rockets. We almost have enough diamond at this point, I think, to actually do it. We're up to, where is it? 24.7 tons of diamond. I think with our expanded radiation production, I think we're good to go. But no, food first, expand the industrial brick, then expand the rocketry program. Anyway, I am going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck.